Hi there. Today I'm starting some homemade cream cheese, and I thought I would take you on that journey with me. Now, the Tillamook brand that I usually buy, because it's the only one that doesn't have any off ingredients in it, I couldn't find the last time I went ashore. So I could find plain old yogurt. So we're going to take that yogurt and we're going to make our own cream cheese. And this is a process that takes a few days. But honestly, most of all of that time is done in the refrigerator. So I have a bowl, I've got my mesh strainer, and then I have a clean flour sack towel I'm going to put over that. And then I'm just going to dump my yogurt in here. Now I'm just going to set this in the fridge until tomorrow, 8 to 12 hours. Push that down. Now, all of that whey is going to collect into the bowl, and then if you've been here, then you know I use it for fermenting lots of things, and you can even drink it. It's just so good for you. You can see it's already starting to collect in there. I'm going to put something heavy on it. I just throw on one of my fermentation weights that you could throw on a can of peas or something. So for today, this is it, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next step. So here we are. It's day 2. Can you see how much whey we collected? I'm going to pour it in here. I'm going to put this in my fridge, and now I'm going to unwrap. So technically now what we have done is make yogurt cheese. And this cheesecloth is soaking wet from whey. So this is now yogurt cheese. I have a whole section on yogurt cheese on the website. And from here, you can use it just like this as yogurt cheese. You can make Boursin style cheese out of it. And that drained pretty good. So I have these different containers that I use. If I'm making Boursin, I use like this round one. Let me know if you want to see Boursin in the comments. You know what? I'm going to go with my Redmond's Rule. I'm going to do probably a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to mix that up. And then I think this might make me 2 of my blocks of cream cheese. I want to make sure that salt's well incorporated in there. So now I have squares of cheesecloth that I put in here, but I thought we'd cut some. So I want to be able to wrap my cheesecloth up over my yogurt. So I'm going to cut this accordingly. Wash and reuse. This is not a one-time situation here. Wash and reuse these. Now, could you make this flavored? Sure you could. You could do some strawberry jam in here. You could take some smoked salmon and chop it up really fine and put in here. So I'm going to put this in my little container here. So now I'm going to cover them. I'm going to put their lid on. And I'm going to pop these in the fridge overnight. Okay, so here we are, day 3. But it's actually been 2 days since day 2 because life gets busy. And it's okay if you don't tend to it right the next day. So I'm going to put it on some new dry cheesecloth. This is really, really wet because it's soaked up even more of that whey. And that's what we want to do. I want to draw out that moisture. Now, right now, this could be perfectly good spreadable cream cheese. Absolutely delicious. But I'm going to go at least another day. Sometimes I will change the cheesecloth 3 times. And it's always different because all the different yogurts have different amounts of moisture. So it's always going to be just a little bit different. And I'm going to put these back in the refrigerator until tomorrow. So the time has come. It's probably been 5 days, and we did the initial strain where we made the yogurt cheese, and then we took it into blocks, and then we put it into smaller pieces here to soak up that whey. And I don't have a bagel, but I have a piece of bread, and we're going to give it a taste. Now, in your refrigerator for about 2 weeks, you can freeze this. But I'll tell you, when you freeze it, and it's kind of like regular cream cheese that you buy, when you freeze it, it changes the texture. So it's perfect for mashed potatoes or casseroles or, you know, something that you're going to cook with, soups, anything like that. But for spreading something like this, it does get a bit grainy after you freeze it. Tastes like delicious cream cheese. And there's only two ingredients. There is yogurt and there is sea salt. So I'm going to put mine back in my container to store it in the refrigerator. So if you are in need of cream cheese, if you cannot find a cream cheese that is a nice, clean cream cheese without gums and the carrageenan and all the stuff you don't need, buy a tub of yogurt and make some cream cheese. Bye, y'all. See you later.